Good. This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So, as I was strolling through YouTube and I ran across this on Anton Daniels' channel. Shout out to him. Hell yeah, shout out to Anton. And he was on a podcast. I mean, well, I guess it was a podcast called Let's Rant. And yeah, I, I I dove off into it just a hot second, found it a little interesting, and thought I would, bring this to the broadcast room. So let's go here now. Let's put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
So it's cheating that bad for real.
It is.
It is.
It is. And I finally got to this space in my life to realize it is. This is my first relationship in my life that I've never cheated.
Really?
Right.
Oh, this young man.
No,
Really.
this is wild.
And this is I'm 36.
Yeah.
Right. And every relationship I was in before that, when I did cheat, it was never with a man. It was always with a woman.
Uh-huh.
So I don't cheat. With men. I don't got time to entertain 2 minutes too much.
Mhm.
But when my last relationship, it was the first time I cheated, and I had the emotional connection with the person I cheated with.
Uh-huh.
So when I did cheat, it was never like, let me fall in love with this nigga. Nah, let me fuck this girl and that's it. But this time it was like it was probably the length of my relationship.
Damn.
Your side bitch was like your relationship.
Yeah. And
Why
that's-
y'all ain't just come together?
And that started because he cheated. So I tried to
so
cheat
you got your lick back,
but I got my lick back for myself. And
not you got your lick back and liked it, bitch.
it was only because I was gravitating to this person every time this person makes me mad.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
gravitating to somebody else.
Yeah.
And then now I'm spending so much time with this person
Yeah.
because we always beat. And it became something more than it was.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Anton, this is for you. 'Cause
I told you.
I was,
I told you. That
Wait,
emotional
look, this is for
connection.
you because
But I wanted
I
one
was
time.
stuck on it. I was trying to see how I wanted to ask it, but I'm just going to outright ask it. Because you said that you don't believe in dating or relationships.
Mm-mm.
You believe that women should marry the friend, the best friend.
I believe the
right?
dating phase start after you get married.
After you get married? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
In the process, this is your friend,
Uh-huh.
just as a woman.
Yep.
This is our friend. This is our best friend. We've been knowing him for years.
Yep.
We've gone out with them over time. We've gone places. That's still not considered dating?
No,
No? Okay. Friendship?
because
How do we
your view of him is different than how he views you.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Explain
saying? He
that.
likes you,
Mhm.
but you don't see him that
But what if
way,
he
and that's
don't?
why he friend zone.
But what if you
Oh,
don't?
he does.
Oh yeah, 9 times out of 10,
He
every guy
does.
that's willing to
He
sit
does.
around, laugh, cry with you,
100%.
hold you
Yeah.
on your shoulder, he want to be with you.
One
If you ever
hundred
just
percent.
said,
I
"You
think
want to be
I
together?"
think that's the vast majority, but I think there is some.
Let me
some
tell you
exceptions
something.
there.
If I'm not getting no money with you, and I'm just hanging out with you, I'm not hanging out with you.
Right.
He meant that shit.
That's the truth on the fact. There's no way around this. When men tend to hang out with women, listen, look, it could go this way. Either you are in a situation to where you've actually dated a chick before, then got put in the friend zone and things like that, and just continue to be friends, or you tried to get a chick down or something like that, and you got put in the friend zone. And those are two different situations at the same time too out here. Okay. Because if you already, was in a quote relationship with a chick, and so you not already bust her down, like, at the first point right there. But yeah, you got moved to the friend zone, whatever, woo. But yeah, the other situation is the dude that's, tried to get her at first, but he ain't bust her down, so she immediately put him in the friend zone. And that's, a totally different situation. But yeah, though, it's no way that a man is actually just going to hang out with a chick for no reason. It's going to be some type of benefit or something that he's trying to gain or is gaining from her.
Hey, you got to question that man's sexual orientation at that point.
Yeah, for real. seriously.
I have found that some of my guy friends, I had no idea how they really were in relationships. So we could be as close as ever, and I think that he's one way, and then I see how he's showing up in his relationships.
Yeah.
So it doesn't translate the same way. And I know so many people who cross that line with their friend, and they find out who he is as a lover.
Exactly.
And that does not that's
now you're
not
ready.
I have a friend
compatible.
that's going through that right now. She married her best friend, and that nigga is work. He got hands, not literally,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
is not the man.
It's different
who she thought she
expectations.
was.
Yeah.
Like when I say it was like a light switch, it was almost like he put all of his energy into the chase, and once he got her, it was like, haha, bitch.
Yeah.
So what?
But that wasn't her best friend.
No.
But how do you know it's not your best friend until he play you?
It's not your, listen, your best friend is the person that's gonna be there for you when you go through shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the person that they gonna catch you. Cause they emotionally connected to you in a way. See, I can look at her and just be like, that's a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I could bust her down. That's nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to guys. But the girl that I'm emotionally connected with, I care about her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I genuinely want the best for her. And a lot of times, a lot of guys, especially a guy that can't get her, he want the best for her, even if it's not with him. That's the guy that's her really best.
That's the person she's supposed to be with.
Real talk.
Yeah.
What if
Because
he
he gonna
broke?
take care of her even when he not getting nothing out of it.
What if he broke?
But he not gonna be broke forever though.
Okay.
Wait, what?
He not. No, but think about it. This is
Wait,
where
what?
women really mess up, is because they say don't date guys based off of potential. But let me tell you something. If you 20, 21, 22, 23 years old, you ain't got shit but potential.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you're
That
supposed to be broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And most guys,
And see, that's the thing I'm talking about right there too.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Shout out to Anton. Shout out to Anton. And yes, I'm talking about the younger crowd at that point when you're first starting out. Both sets. You know what I'm saying? The men and the young men and the young women. Yes, at that age, you know what he just said. At that age, nobody has any money. That is the best time to partner up, where you can grow together, learn each other, ins and outs, be able to, you know, push each other to the potential that needs to happen, especially, you know, a young lady pushing the young man to his potential, because eventually, yes, she's going to want the man to be able to provide. So, yes. And one thing about this is if a man, the young man, any man, period, if he has a woman that's willing to have his back, be his actual help meet, and be his inspiration, that will push him to actually, you know, have more things. That will give him the energy, because a woman will give that man energy through the inspiration that she's giving him. That will give him the energy to go out and, you know, achieve more for her, because he cares for her. So that's just how that goes. And a lot of on the dating scene and with the marriage, all that stuff, we've forgotten that type of aspect of relationships. A woman gives the man inspiration to go out and fight the world in order to obtain the necessary tools and the necessary provisions to bring back to the house. You know, that's just how it goes. It's nowhere around this. You know, she has to inspire him to do that. And if a woman doesn't inspire the man to do so, then it's mute.
guys don't even start to get money or start to figure out what they want to do until in their late 20s, early 30s.
That's a fact.
And so you ain't got nothing but potential.
Yeah.
And so you got to vet them for character.
Yeah.
That work ethic, that character, that's the shit that's going to be.
Because most
Y'all
most
gonna say
people.
Keenan probably in this shit. He like, yo, that nigga cooking right now.
We all went broke.
You
Like,
feel
I
me?
went broke when I had money, and I went all the way. I mean, broke like moving back in my mom's basement
Oh wow.
with a newborn baby, bro.
Oh.
People should always date off potential, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Versus you trying to go after the finished project. Because you go after the finished project, he gonna show you if you that person to actually accept that job, or it's gonna show you that you a low minimum wage. You need to stay in those situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's a lot of acquirements up here.
But you don't want the guy that's the finished product.
For
No,
sure.
because you gonna have to join his program and be a whole different kind of bitch for them, and that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Soup, I want to talk about something. You said that in your last relationship.
And that's to speak upon the ladies out here that are waiting at the damn finish line, you know, thinking that at the end of the day, they're going to instantly qualify for something that they haven't put the time into or the effort or gain the knowledge in order to be around said person or said man, things like that. It's no way that you could just jump from 0 to 100 without going through the ups and downs, the bumps and bruises and things like that that you are supposed to go through in order to actually appreciate what you're achieving and also gain the knowledge that's needed to keep achieving what you're trying to get. So I mean, you know,
So what the French toast is there to think about?
it's just nowhere around it. You know, in today's society, a lot of people, especially with these relationships and stuff, a lot of women want to skip to the finish line and think that they could just, you know, pick up a man at the finish line, but it's no way possible to really do that. He's not going to appreciate you the same as the inspirational woman that's been there with him the whole time. And that's throughout history. That's for every man throughout the history of this planet. It's no way that the men could go out from the village and hunt for the buffalo or whatever, the antelope or deer and things like that without the inspiration of the women within the tribe. It just, you know, it just not gonna work.
He cheated. You got your lick back and cheated, but you actually liked the girl that you had your lick back with. Let's
Love.
paint a picture. Ooh, shit. All right, bitch.
Yeah, you said that space.
I did. That's right. You actually love the person that you got your lick back with. If that would have turned into a poly situation together.
Never.
Okay, not your situation, but you know, somebody who is thinking like this, right? Is cheating, if poly comes from cheating, can it ever be successful?
No,
Oh,
ma'am.
I don't
Let
agree
me-
with that.
No.
Let me just say this real quick. Honey. Let me say something. I'm sorry. Let me say this real quick, okay? Because there are so many. This is why I had to stop working with poly couples, poly and tri couples. I had to stop because there are so many polyamorous relationships that are built off of a lack of trust. They're built off of affairs. There are so many that are built off of affairs. They have this motto: broken relationship, add more people. A lot of them have this motto. Yeah. Believing that you can fix those problems. If y'all have some spaces where you got problems, just bring in somebody else and we'll fix this.
Yeah.
Also, you've seen them who have, it was a monogamous, what one person believed was a monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
And somebody cheated.
Yeah.
And then they came in and it's like, well, I actually have feelings for this person. I done fell in love with this person. I don't want to leave. I don't want to lose you. So let's bring this person in. Ultimately, somebody has to make a sacrifice.
Yep.
And that sacrifice is typically hard for a person who truly values monogamy. That is going to be hard because you don't have no connection to this person. The only sense of connection you have is a feeling of betrayal to the person who this person had an affair with. And so that's automatically a failed relationship. Polyamorous relationships need more trust than a monogamous relationship because on a societal level, we know it's culturally, it's not normal. We know that it's not accepted as much as a monogamous relationship.
I mean, definitely not over here in America. You know, it's really not. And because also we do have laws that are, you know, actually make it illegal for couples like that to, you know, legally get married and things like that. And I also think there are laws on the books to keep us from legally having those type of relationships. And I'm gonna just spit out this one point to reason why I think that it is that way over here is because the court system is so tied up with a lot of shady things and lawyers and all types of stuff. When couples break up, splitting assets between 3 or more people, that's just gonna be a fucking shit show for real. That's gonna be a shit show. You know, I think that's the reason why. Well, one of them, you know, don't quote me on that, but I really think wholeheartedly that's part of the reason why America's not just really opening up the poly situation like that is because, when divorce happens, one man got, 2-3 wives. That's hard to split up all those assets. It's already hard enough to split up assets when it's just a monogamous couple, just a man and a woman. I mean, think of how that would be, dude got 3-4 wives. I mean, Jesus Christ. That'll be crazy out here. That'll be crazy.
So it needs a lot of trust and respect. So if you coming in trying to create a polyamorous relationship
Legal point.
from an affair, and it's already built off of broken trust, it's going to keep on.
But you're saying poly
I
with
would-
regard to like 2 women though, right?
It doesn't have to be.
No, it could
Nah,
be
I'm not
two.
sharing.
My thing
Yeah,
is
that's crazy.
That's unreasonable.
Yeah.
the poly.
That's not even a negotiate. Like we're not even talking about.
We know.
Yeah.
the poly situation.
Because women is precious. We're not
is-
inserting her.
I always ask people, I'm like, do you believe in it? Or are you just going along
A
with
lot of women go along
whatever
with it.
you think is going to make the situation work
Yeah.
hook or crook, you know, like by any means necessary. It's about not wanting to lose, not wanting to give up, not wanting to be rejected, not like you just don't want to surrender to the fact that this didn't work and that you guys don't believe in the same thing or the same type of relationship.
Mhm.
And that's really all it is, because ultimately, if you wanted to be poly, you would have said that from the beginning.
When people have
Right.
polyamorous relationships from an affair, it's because they have never had true honesty in that
Mhm.
relationship. It was
Mhm.
never true honesty and true conversations
Yeah.
that were really going to help you get to know what was going on. It's not about poly or sex. It's the simple fact that there is a lack of regard, there's a lack of respect, and there's some moral corruption that is simply going on.
Hey, shout out to that. Real talk. Shout out to that. And yeah, dealing with that poly situation. Yeah, that's okay. You know, I definitely agree with that. It's a lack of trust that went on, especially if it started, like she said, if she really, you know, works with couples and stuff like that, which I'm pretty sure she probably does. Um, and if those type of situations started off cheating, then it's no way that the other party is going to be able to trust like that. It's impossible to do that because you're trying to bring somebody in that you have a connection with. You're the only person, you're the one only person that has a connection with both these people, but the two outsiders do not have a connection at all. So you're trying to bring something together that technically was not meant to be together at that point. And it just is what it is. But yeah, though, man, hey, shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure that you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
And that, my friends, is the bottom line.
that, my friends, is the bottom line.